check out the content on Brandon with a Y and here on NowayitsBrandyn. NowayitsBrandyn, power to the gamer. Rated E for everyone. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You guys know who it is. It's your guy, NowayitsBrandyn, coming at you guys again with another video for today. How are you guys doing, man? You guys doing well? You guys doing great? You guys doing absolutely stupendously fantastic as always, guys. We are back right at it with some more Riders Republic. But before I continue, if you guys would consider joining up on the channel membership here on NowayitsBrandyn, it would be greatly appreciated, but only if you would like to support your boy in this way. I did create a channel membership here. It is called Spartan, and it's about $2.99 if you guys would like to join up. And I did create some custom emojis that you guys can use exclusively if you join up here on the channel. And I also created some pretty cool badges that you guys can have next to your name. If you ever comment in the comment section, people can see how long you have been a member of the channel for, and they look pretty sick. But that's only if you guys would like to. You definitely don't have to, but the option is definitely there. But anyway, let's just hop right into the game and knock out the sponsor contracts for today's rotation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to tackle the snow race, no backtrack contract first at the very bottom right-hand side of the screen. And it says complete snow race events without using backtrack. So I have decided to play the big event, the Red Bull Home Run, over here in Grand Teton again, but you can definitely play any other snow race event that you would like to. This is just the easiest one that I have access to in the game currently, and I opted in to play this on Elite difficulty just because I am more than capable of handling the speed and handling the AI in this the AI in this specific event. And so for this specific event, it is pretty straightforward. That's why I like it. I mean, all you have to do is just follow the track. I mean, I think for some people it's easier said than done, but definitely this one for me is a lot easier, mainly because there are no trees. There are really no crazy obstacles for me to have to avoid as I am racing in here. And so I like this one too because it's pretty quick. It's about a minute and 40-ish seconds if you're pretty quick about it. And for this sponsor contract, keep in mind there is no difficulty specified. So you can definitely complete this kind of contract only playing it on standard. But as I usually say here on this channel, is if you are capable of completing these contracts on a higher difficulty, I highly recommend doing that, just so that way, if you haven't already, you can start unlocking faster gear for you to use just in the game in general and for future contracts. So definitely keep that in mind. But I think for most players, if you do play this specific event, play it on standard mode, and you are more than welcome to use your brake buttons as long as you do not miss any sort of checkpoints here. Just do not use the backtrack. That is the name of the game, and just play it 3 times in a row. And this is pretty much standard for any racing event that says no backtrack. Pick the easiest course, pick the easiest course for you, and one that's relatively quick. So you want to be quick about it because you don't want to spend too much time on these contracts, but I digress. Whichever event is the quickest for you, this one is the quickest for me. Just play that 3 times in a row on standard, and then you should be good to go. All right, moving on to the next sponsor contract, we are going to tackle snow events points, accumulate points in snowboard or skis events. Now, for this specific contract, you can technically get it done in a racing event. So you could have technically gotten some progress for this one in the first event that we just played, but it's a lot easier to just play Red Bull Line Catcher, mainly because it is specifically a tricks event. And even though you could possibly get some points scored in a snow racing event, it's just going to take a lot more time to be doing that. And you're going to probably end up having to play a snow tricks event anyway. So you may as well just head over to Red Bull Line Catcher and pretty much do exactly what I've been saying here on the channel, is just play this on standard because there is no difficulty specified. It simply says accumulate points in snowboard or skis events. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be a big or boss event, but I always like to go with this one specifically because it has the biggest jumps. And if you play on standard mode, you can pretty much play this easily and get first place. Should sponsor contracts say, hey, you have to win. But in this case, we mainly just have to score a whole buttload of points. So play this one maybe once or twice, however many runs it's going to take you. But just keep in mind, like, this is one of the best snow tricks events in the game simply because there are so many large, crazy jumps. And you guys can pretty much take the same line, or the same lines rather, that I am taking here on screen, and just do it 2 times in a row because this is a 2-run event. And so even though you don't get 50,000 points within the first playthrough of this event, just load it up again. You may have to play it twice, maybe for some people 3 times, but you really just want to send it with the flips and really hang on to these grab buttons here. And you want to try to land as perfectly as possible. I definitely do recommend playing on manual landing controls just because you do get more control over your landing, which gives you a lot more points. But definitely just load up into Red Bull Line Catcher. Play it maybe about twice, maybe 3 times, but definitely try to send it with these combos because the bigger the combo, the better the landing. You are definitely going to get a lot of points. But for a lot of players that are much more seasoned, you can definitely get 500,000 points playing this through once. But for most people, just, you know, take it kind of slow if you can, and definitely play this one about 2 to 3 times, I think, for the average player. But you guys should be good with this one. For the last Red Bull sponsor contract for today's rotation, we have win big or boss mountain bike events. And for this one, guys, you actually have a couple different options. You can either play a big or boss mountain bike race event, which is what I opted in for, or you can play a big or boss mountain bike tricks event such as Santa Cruz Gravity Fest. So for me, I typically like to go with the racing ones just because for some of these trick events, I can be a little bit lazy when it just comes to some of these button inputs, and I don't feel like winning with the scoreboard. I feel like winning by beating the AI in the races. But that is definitely up to you, so you can definitely do a mix of both, or you could just stick to one or the other, just as long as it is a mountain bike event. So whether if it's Red Bull Holy Bike, or if it is Santa Cruz Gravity Fest, which is the other freestyle mountain bike tricks event, or you could even play Red Bull Rampage if you so desire. But for me, the easiest and the quickest ones for me to play and for me to win quite simply and easily is Red Bull Holy Bike, which is this current event, or even Santa Cruz Gravity Fest. The choice is yours. Both will work just fine. And guys, I think that is going to have to do it for this one. And we finally unlocked our second Red Bull helmet here. That is awesome. That is fantastic. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Hopefully this series of videos has been helping you guys out. And if it has been, definitely consider checking out the other videos for the playlist. The playlist is Riders Republic Academy. We have tips and tricks here, and hopefully these have been very, very informative for you guys. That is going to have to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in. If you guys would like to become a channel member, feel free to do so. If you wish to support your boy in that way, you definitely don't have to, but like I did say earlier, it is definitely an option. And please consider checking out my animation channel at Brandon with the Y. Would be greatly appreciated. And hey, if you guys want to, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the content, that'd be absolutely stupendously fantastic, guys. And as usual, I will see you in the next one, and cue the outro.